This is the entrance for the Baltimore County Judicial Chambers, Judge Cox. They videotaping me, so I'm videotaping them. I'll call the guy, and he's going to come back after I finish this videotape. This is crime victims. I filed this over 2 weeks ago, and they haven't contacted me. They haven't talked to me. They haven't did anything. It's me as a victim, they're supposed to respond to this. This is Judge Cox. I contacted Judge Cox a long time ago, and I need this material back. I also contacted Peter Francock, the controller, because this deals with that issue of identity theft and fraud in the court, fraud by the state of Maryland. That's Judge Turnbull, because I told Judge Turnbull about this in 2008, 2009, long before I got locked up. And Governor Hogan got this too. So I want everybody involved, because it's going to go judicial, legislative, and executive branches. And it's called checks and balances, and I'm going to check you. That's Governor Hogan. That's near him from Lake County, Illinois, because like I said, city, county, state, and federal levels. I am Dred Scott. I'm showing the racism that exists in the state's attorney's office and how they use their offices and position of power to enslave the black community, not only in Baltimore County, but Lake County, Illinois. That's the director of the IRS, because I asked for a federal audit. I want to follow the money in the prison industry, and my incarceration entitles me to have an audit. My money that you took from me is going to be audited. That's head State's Attorney Mosby, because Mosby been acknowledging this. No, Mosby has had full knowledge of this since 2010 at the NAACP candidate forum. I gave Mosby all this information when she was running for office. I put it in her hand. So she has knowledge of a crime. She has personal knowledge, and she's been covering it up to protect the Democratic Party. That's Frosh. Frosh been protecting the Democratic Party. This case is going to dismantle the Democratic Party. It's going to send a lot of Democrats to jail. And I'm going to use the court to do it. And Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake had this. Gave this to her. All right? So nobody can say that they don't have it. And Kamenetz, like I said, city, county, state, and federal levels. I'm going to exhaust all my remedies under the law. That's the case number. All right? It's my right to property. All right? You feel me? And that's the case we talking about. Criminal case. Victims' right under the Maryland Constitution, the state law. And it's about Governor O'Malley and mass incarceration. It's about my store on Falls Road. And right here, U.S. codes, misprision of a felony, all right? Whoever having knowledge of actual, all right? That's the law, y'all. And I'm going to use the law to get my property back. You can go directly to Mayor Pugh. Mayor Pugh got this right here. She got this, handed it to her at the War Memorial 3 weeks ago. She ain't gave it back yet, all right? Mayor Pugh got this. It's my shorty program. This is the cases that I'll be talking about. That's the cases. All right? That first case was for February the 24th, 2010. The second case was an Illinois case. And the third case was a Maryland case. And all those cases tie the corruption of the courts together. It's evidence. And it was received by the state's attorney on February the 2nd, 2011. It's a Get Shorty program. And I filed these papers with the court. A request for a hearing. All right. Emergency, supplemental demand for discovery, and request for documents. And I was very clear in my ask. And it's notarized. All right. My ask is about my property. Margaret Davis is my wife. She's the only one that could have ran my store. It's identity theft. All right. James Hammond, Jake Davis, SunTrust Bank, Bank of America. And it's sealed and notarized, y'all. That's David Irwin from 2007. That's my store on Falls Road. You can get the information from David Irwin. You can also get the information from David Smith from Fox 45, Governor Thompson from the law firm over on Wacker Drive in Chicago, Lake County Board, State's Attorney Waller. All right. That's Fields. When I told you that I was going to file this, and that's from 2012. Governor O'Malley, Cummings, Cardins, Mikulski, Richard McFeely, the FBI. This shows your prison industry and your mass incarceration. And I filed this before. This was district court defendant. All right, Schellenberger. But you wouldn't let me file it against Schellenberger. He needs to be disbarred, and this paperwork needs to be submitted. And you need to address the racism in the court. District Court of Maryland, all right? So make sure that we get all this down pat, because I want it all back. Yes, I'm supposed to drop off some paperwork from Judge Cox's administrator. He just came and spoke to me.
The law clerk will be right out.
All right, thank you. Dropping it off to the law clerk. So we don't have no misunderstandings about nothing. So go directly to Judge Cox and get this information. I'm turning it over to him today. No justice, no peace. And I'll be here every day until I get what belongs to me.